What is up, Batman fans? Welcome to episode 11 of Batman Arkham Knight, supposedly the title of the fourth Batman Arkham game. So today I'm going to be talking about the setting of the game and exactly time, place, everything about the setting, I guess you could say. So right off the bat, I would like the game to be placed 3 years after Arkham City, and in between those 3 years, I talked about in my previous video, which you can find in the link in the description box down below, would be the events of the Asylum Arkham animated movie coming out at the end of 2014. So, what happens in those 3 years, whatever happens in the movie. But when we see Arkham Knight, it's 3 years after, and we find out that Damian is now Robin, who is of course I want to be a playable in the game. And we find out that Tim Drake became Red Robin, maybe even a mention of the Teen Titans, him joining the Teen Titans, or whatever path they decide to choose. But like I said, a large Bat family would be available, so I would say Red Hood would also be in there. Then we would see Tim Drake, Nightwing returning again. But the main thing is that 3 years, in between those 3 years, we see that Damian becomes the new Robin. And for the setting itself, I always mentioned before a larger city with Gotham being involved, and you can actually be able to tower those large, very high buildings you see in the background in every Arkham game. So basically a full range of Gotham City and a possible, maybe I would say a DLC or of course multiplayer, which I'll be getting into next episode, which would be, I say Metropolis. I would say I'd say they're going to do a Justice League game that was made by Rocksteady. We could see a DLC where I would love to see a Green Arrow DLC where we can visit Star City, or I would just like to see the creators of Arkham take a different path in a different setting, because I'm not saying I'm going to sick of the Arkham City setting, but I would love to see their thoughts on maybe a daytime setting, so something that's different like that. And between the 3 year gap, I would like to see Batgirl, of course, returning. I would like to see Barbara Gordon return as, herself, and then Stephanie Brown also returning as something else. It doesn't really matter, but things would be different, is what I would say. I would say in between those 3 years, a lot would be different. The Joker's gone, which of course I would love for him to make a return in a very later game. I don't even know when that would come out. But, and of course, everyone wants is a Hush and a Scarecrow storyline, which they would be the main villain. Got some coffee in my Keurig machine. Yep, just sipping that up. So anyway, the setting would be 3 years after City, which would also have a daytime and a nighttime setting. I would like to see some sort of form of daytime. I know Batman doesn't go out on daytime, but that's something that's over a day period. Each Arkham game is usually, I know for Arkham City, it's on a Tuesday, a school night, and it's 12 hours. I would like to see a week-long storyline. I would like to see Batman sleep, Something that's a storyline that's larger than just one day. They really expand it. Of course, everyone wants a longer storyline, which I think they should choose. I think Origins was shorter than City. City was the longest out of all three of them. And I think Night should be bigger than all of them. I think it should be longer, and I think it should go over a day. I think we should see what the creators take on a daytime view. Maybe we can play as Damian, and Damian has to go hunt out somebody. And what I was thinking is, going to get a little bit off topic here, is that Deathstroke and Lady Shiva are both main villains of mostly the Robins, or most specifically Dick Grayson. So I would like if we could play as Dick Grayson or any of the Robin, that if we ever bring back Deathstroke or Lady Shiva, that they actually have a boss battle, not against Batman, but against Damian, who are actually, in the comics, we see that, Nightwing fought off Lady Shiva, and Lady Shiva and Nightwing actually have a history together, so it'd be more interesting to see a boss battle between Lady Shiva and Nightwing than it would be with Batman. And same thing going along with Deathstroke is Deathstroke, usually a member of the Teen Titans, sorry, not a member, a villain of the Teen Titans. Maybe we could see Red Robin, which of course, a larger Bat family, see him fight Deathstroke. So what we could see is maybe a boss battle between Batman's fighting someone, Damian's fighting someone, Red Robin's fighting someone, Nightwing's fighting someone, Red Hood's fighting someone, Batwing, Batwoman, Batgirl, really expand. But in general, to keep it nice and low, or something that's probable, which would be one of the Robins, I don't care who, I prefer Damian, fighting off Deathstroke or Lady Shiva. So that would just be my thought, and of course I know I got a little bit off topic, but like I said, the setting, daytime, nighttime, longer than a day, which would be of course a Gotham City setting, possibly a DLC with like Starling City, and it would be 3 years after the events of City. So that's pretty much it, guys. I want to hear your thoughts in the comment section down below on what you want the setting to be in Arkham Knight, if that's called the 4th Batman Arkham game. So thank you for watching. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe down below, and I'll see you guys later. Peace out.